Hello, and thank you for joining me in another behind the scenes of audio. I am Applied Knowledge. Please be sure to follow me on my YouTube and all the other social media that I have given you in the description below. Today we are going to be talking about, or rather, I'm going to be giving you some tips for a fuller production. So, have you ever had that situation when you've built a beat and you got it pretty much finished, but you can't figure out what's missing? The beat is finished, but there's something all right, there's something missing, and I can't figure out what it is. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what that means and what we're going to be talking about today. So a couple things that I want to get out there first, and these are things that you shouldn't do. The first thing was don't throw the project away. And why I say that is because one, it could be $1 million project or the one that gets your foot in the door. Um, and then the second that kind of coincides with that is don't get too frustrated with it. Because one, you're already under pressure, so why put more pressure on yourself and drive yourself insane? Don't do that. Um, so if you have to step away for a moment, then do so and come back to it. So on to the tips. So I believe I've written down six. The first one is step away. So close the project and go sit for a moment. Clear your mind. Um, Now you can do that in the studio or outside the studio. I tend to, for myself, I tend to get out of the studio, just get out of the environment completely. So I'll come upstairs, I'll just sit on the couch, or I'll go outside, depending on the weather, and I'll just sit there. I think it's best to sit in silence to really get a clear mind. That way, you're allowing things to flow freely. You don't have any extra static going on like television, or maybe television would work for you, or just really just want to get into a place where you can just completely let go, completely forget about the song. Um, Number two, turn the music down and wait for the idea to come to you. So generally, things that when I've used this for myself, I find that if you just turn the music down and kind of listen to every element of the production, you will find things that will jump out, and then you can build around that. So it's like I could be listening to a song, and say if I use bells and I'm listening to those bells and I'm hearing like something very detailed about those bells that's not actually there, but I can take that and then make a whole new sound with what I was hearing that wasn't actually there. So it's kind of like hearing harmonics or something like that. So just taking those small ideas and then building around that and trying to make a more fuller production. Number three, this one's actually pretty popular. I recommend doing this one. Samples. So if you got any other samples lying around, like in folders or whatever, on CD or whatever, just plug them in and see what you get. Try to find out what key you're producing your song in, and try to figure out what key the sample is in, and then try to go from there. So like vocals, chants, sound effects, pads. I really enjoy pads myself, and so yeah, just try throwing those in there and see what you come up with. Um, uh, Number four, ask for help. Um, so don't be afraid to do this. You get everybody. I feel like every musician is inspired anyway by something or somebody. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask a friend, ask a family member. If you're living with anybody, tell them to come take a listen to see what I got, and ask them what do they hear, what else do they feel like can go in there. Sometimes you may get an answer, sometimes you won't. Five, this one is especially powerful. Collab. Shoot it to a friend and see what ideas they have, and can build off of that. And then you learn from that as well. Take those ideas, not necessarily steal them and make them your own, but just um, kind of get a mind for what their creativity is and how they went about that, and ask questions if you have to, like, hey, but you know, what were you feeling, you know what I'm saying, what were you thinking about, and things like that. 6, be simplistic. um, so what if it didn't turn out to be as complex as you thought? It's a learning procedure. It's all about learning, you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna have um a banging track that comes out exactly the way you want to every time. I at least I haven't met nobody like that. Some people might be able to pull that off. I haven't met that person yet. The important thing is getting your mind off of stuck mode and getting an idea down. Your mind is staying open and is staying free. So like when you just when you let go of being complex and trying to figure that sound out, then you just say, all right, I'm gonna just get something down and I'm gonna be okay, is what you're telling yourself. And then you're just allowing your mind, you're freeing yourself from that trap, that creative trap. And you're just saying, all right, you know, I'm gonna get something down and I'm gonna roll with it. If people don't like it, then they don't like it. You know, I know what I was expecting, I just couldn't hear it at the time. And if you want to go back and put it in there when you do get it, then do that, you know. So those are my 6 tips. I hope they help. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about it, and if it works, if it doesn't work, you know, that's really up to you. But yeah, these are my tips from myself to you. I hope they work, and please subscribe to my channel and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks.